Hi, folks. This is Sean Kane.
And I'm Bishop Stevens.
With Phoenix Rising Productions.
And I'm Bishop Stevens.
With Bishop Stevens.
I'm Bishop Stevens. What's up, Sean?
We just finished wrapping principal shooting of The Last Patriot. A little historical film that we all put together. Bishop, it's your first time up here working with us.
Yes.
Tell us about this crazy experience of yours.
Well, do you really want me to go there?
Well,
okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you. Actually, it was a great experience. I'm more than pleasantly surprised. Your production and team and everybody is just grade A. I got treated like a king from the time I got off the plane. You guys have already seen that video, so I'm not gonna rehash anything. You know, but you can give me another envelope.
We have a whole bunch of fake money going home with Bishop Stevens.
No,
we were
great.
Downstairs in this. Well, I've been calling it the fuck cellar, but we won't call it that anymore.
The dungeon. The dungeon. It's the dungeon. We'll just call it the dungeon.
We're down in the dungeon, and we have a scene where we're all handing out money, right? And the money looks so real. Bishop comes back to me, and goes, "I got to go back to the hotel."
I'm gonna go back and check my envelope. Make sure I'm gonna go back and check my money. Make sure I got that line up in there. Okay. No, it's been a great experience, Sean. I mean, you guys are, like I said, it's a really good production company. It's a really good way you guys do things. It's very fast paced.
Yeah.
You know, it's very fast paced, and that kept everybody from being bored. Kept everybody from getting antsy. You know, I will say that in this business, there's a lot of hurry up and wait. This is not a hurry up and wait. This is hurry up, let's go. What you doing? Let's go. You ready? Let's go. Other than when we eat.
Yeah. Did you like the food?
I love the food.
Because I know, like on a lot of set, they try to give you some garbage. Let's face it.
Cold pizza.
Yeah.
5 days a week.
Yeah. Cold chicken.
5 days a week.
Yeah. I mean, and we here, if you watch any of these videos, you know, we always talk about good food, clean food, so that keeps you going, because these days are, 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours sometimes, and we fed you okay, right? You felt like you could go the whole time?
Happy.
Good.
Stuck to my diet, your wife did wonderful in making sure everybody took care of my diet and looked at my needs. Luna did a great job. I mean, two wonderful. I tell you, these women never leave their men. I've already said, I just want them for the food. You can keep them. You guys can keep your wives. I just want them for the food, and then I'll send them back. So they come cook and come back. I've already said that. Okay.
Well, we love that, and we really, here we pride ourselves on being, a good little film company, which you see in front of you right now. We just did a PSA, and please check it out, about fake guns and how there's no reason to ever have a real gun, real grenade, or anything like that on set.
Right.
We've gone through kind of a tragedy in our industry.
Right.
Want to say something about that, Bishop?
Well, the young lady who passed away was actually supposed to do one of my next movies the next time I go to LA. So I didn't know her personally, but as I said before, I knew her through people, and I heard good things about her. So it's a tragedy. It's something knowing it's somebody I was going to work with that happened to. But as I said in the PSA, it bothered my mother so much when she heard about it, and she knows that almost every movie I've done, I've had to have a gun.
Because he's an action star.
Right.
Yeah.
And so she was worried about that. So. Yeah, actually, it was my idea to do the PSA, and I thank you for actually taking the time, and everybody else for taking the time and being part of it and doing it, because you didn't have to.
Well, it was important. It's very important for us to be a part of the industry. It's one thing for us to make these movies, turn on, sell the movies, go to the next movie, because that's generally what we do. But when something horrific happens, we can't be pointing fingers. We can't be standing in the back being complacent. Sometimes you gotta just stand up, Bishop, and make a stand and say, okay, this is where we are, right here. This is the line.
And it's just funny that we're doing a movie about that right now. The Last Patriot basically is about people not being complacent, and they want to stand up for either what they believe in. And the way the movie turns out is, and a particular character stands up for what he believes in, and deals with what's going on. So basically, it's kind of cool how all this is kind of just folding together around events that are going on in our world right now.
Yeah.
So
if you turn on any news channel right now, they're talking about what we just made a movie about.
Right.
And really the complacency is, until this certain character stands up at the end, it is going into a direction that, kind of this country was going into. You know,
and still may be. I mean, we're not exactly sure when this movie is coming out, but it might still be.
That's right.
By then, you know, let's be honest about what's going on. One of the things that attracted me to this movie, and I had an opportunity to do 4 others. I had 4 other people come to me about January 6 movies. 2 of them were based on Capitol Police views. Another one was placed on congressmen who were running. They wanted me to play that Capitol cop who was stopping the crowd. And then I actually had somebody come to me about one that's actually from the Donald Trump view. Nobody that I know of other than Sean had been even considering the idea of doing a militia view. Nobody wanted to give them their,
Well, how did it start? What, you know, I think that's the big thing about this movie is, where do you go from? Where do you start at? You know, and how do you get to this point on January 6th at the Capitol?
Exactly.
You know?
I mean, regardless of who was saying what, it doesn't matter. What made fellow Americans turn against fellow Americans just because they lost an election? Understand this, people. When a child picks up a gun, everybody wants to talk about gun control. But does that mean the father can't own a gun? The father who buys his gun legally, the father who buys his gun, you know, respectively, the father who takes care of his gun and locks it up and everything else, knowing that a 15-year-old knows where the key is, knows where the ammo is, and can pick up that gun, go to school, and shoot 17 classmates.
Like Parkland.
Everybody wants to do gun control, but that's not the issue. The issue is why. What is it that made that child want to do that? Because you know what? Once you take away guns, he'll walk in there with 2 machetes.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's not about the guns. It's about what is happening.
Exactly.
They're being bullied. They're being picked on.
Is anybody listening to them?
That's right.
Is anybody trying to help? The same thing what we're doing, what's going on here. It doesn't really matter what Donald Trump said, to be honest.
No.
It doesn't really matter about losing an election. What matters is what made thousands upon thousands of American citizens want to go against their own capital just because they lost. I mean, it used to be a time when you lose, you just sucked it up, came back later and kicked butt.
It's kind of like with football. You know, in the last few years, you know, you and I are both football fans, okay? And over the last few years, we've seen teams actually cheat to win. And when I was a kid, man, if you cheated to win, you're a dirty dog, man. You're a dirty dog, and nobody rooted for that team again. You know, and the team was punished. But now the team wins cheating, and people say, "Yay, we won!" It's not even about sportsmanship anymore.
Exactly.
And somehow I think that has transferred to us as American people, that it doesn't matter if you're right or if you're wrong. It matters if you win.
Right, no matter how. And I don't know where that came from.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat.
No.
I really don't care. I'm literally the guy who says, okay, I like what this guy said. From what I can tell, he keeps his word.
Yeah.
I'm going to vote for him.
I'm an independent voter. I'll tell you that right now. I'm independent, and I have voted on both sides of it. But I vote for the person, and I voted for truth, honesty, integrity, and what's right. I'm a West Coast kid. You know, I didn't even understand what racism was until I started making movies and I've traveled the country. I never saw that. You're on the West Coast, man. We're all like, "Yo, dude, what's up? What's up? Let's catch some waves. Let's smoke a big hit." I mean, that's kind of what we're like here on the West Coast. We're not, you know, I can tell you stories that from filming in other parts of the country, and it's, you know, some people refer to people by a color. That's Black Bill over there. I've never even heard that on the West Coast.
Right.
And yet, you know, you've heard that, and me traveling around this country, I've heard people refer to him as a color. Now, to me, that's crazy. You know, it's Bill Rodriguez, or it's Bill Smith, or it's, it's Billy White. Yeah, I know Billy White, but I've never heard of Black Bill.
Or White Bill.
Or White Bill.
It's Billy White.
Yeah.
It's not White Bill, you know, so, you know, the bottom line to it is, you know, when you came to me with this film and this role, I saw an opportunity for us to show what made militia people Now, again, we're not talking about the radicals. We're not talking about the super radicals. We're talking about the fact that a militia is supposed to be formed to protect this country.
That's right.
The militia is not to be formed to fight the country, fight against the country. It's to be there to help our soldiers and people when they can't get to where they need to protect.
That's right.
That's what a militia was for.
That's right.
Okay, that's what happens.
Yeah.
And for some reason, what would make militia members? Again, we're part of the insurrection in this movie, but we're militia members. We're not right wing. We're not saluting Nazi salutes or nothing like that. We're actually against that. So,
like really, most militias are. Okay,
Right.
most militia aren't saying, aren't saluting Hitler, aren't going after these things. They are really.
That's a whole nother group of people.
Yeah, that it is.
Skinheads, stuff like
people.
those are a whole nother
Yeah.
group of people who have their own. The beliefs are totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. Okay, and like I said, when you sent me the script and I read the character, and I was like, wow, this guy really, he just really believes in this country.
Yeah. He served 3 tours in Afghanistan, has fought and died and saw his men, his friends die.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
He grew up as a Boy Scout, Cub Scout, and a Boy Scout.
I was a Cub Scout, a Boy Scout.
So yeah, I've had a lot of people come to me about why would I do this film, and especially playing this role. A lot of people thought, I was going to come on board and I was going to be a cop again, or I was going to be something else, or And again, I'm not going to take away from the movie. We're not going to tell anything about it,
Right.
but this was a crazy ride. We did. I mean, the shooting schedule was crazy, but we got it done.
Yeah.
Everybody had a good time on set.
We did.
And I thank you for having me, brother.
Well, let me just say this in front of everybody. This man is so powerful on screen. And I'm not kidding, man. Oh my God. There is scenes in this movie that when you watch Mr. Stevens deliver these lines and get you into this moment, he makes you laugh, he makes you cry, and he makes you question a few things. And that's this man. That's this man bringing alive this character that, man, and I told you this morning, I don't know too many other people, honest to God, who could have delivered this role and be this person in this movie and do it as well as Mr. Stevens did. And oh my God, man! And that's, if not anything else, you want to watch because of what this man brings. And I'm telling you, it is so amazingly well. If one day we're sitting somewhere and someone says the winner of, and it's a Mr. Stevens, I would believe that, because it is one of the most powerful roles. First, this is the most powerful movie we've ever made, followed up by really one of the most powerful performances I have ever seen in film. And I'm telling you, it's beautiful work, my friend. Thank you so much.
Wait, hold on. I got your pay right.
No, I mean that, man. When you see this and you watch this, Bishop Stevens does something in this film that is iconic. It is so beautiful. It's, man, and I mean this, it is powerful. And if there is a film god, thank you. And he's someone that I've wanted to work with for years.
Yeah,
for years we have talked about this.
Yeah.
And to bring him in on this one, which is really the most controversial film we've ever made, the most controversial role we've ever wrote.
Wait, let me explain. For those of you who don't know, he basically does these Quentin Tarantino type horror movies. That's his forte.
Yeah.
So he is in a whole different, and though he's sitting up here giving me all these kudos, understand the fact it's still his script. Him and Luna wrote this script.
Yeah.
And they did an amazing job. And the bottom line to it is, no matter how good of an actor I am, I have to have something to work off of. And they gave me a lot to work off of. That's the bottom line. You guys, you and your co-writer gave me a lot to work off of, and I appreciate that.
Wow. So what do you think of your experience? What's your takeaway from doing this?
Let's see, we're doing the next movie and win. That's my takeaway. I'm coming back and win.
I'm telling you, folks, you're going to see a lot more Bishop Stevens in a Phoenix Rising production, because, wow, powerful. I mean, I even told him I will write stuff for him, and it's so. I'm telling you, whatever you think of Bishop Stevens right now, winning these awards and doing these films, I think the best is yet to come. This man is amazing, and working with us, this little group, you know, and he, you know, this also, I have to say that he's the type of guy everybody here gives. And you never know when he brings somebody up if they can give or if they even want to give, okay? And they don't have to. But he jumps right in there with us. And we're a crazy film company from Seattle. And this guy jumps right in there with us. He's throwing punches with us. He's helping us direct. He's running the camera. I mean, because his experience is something that we don't have. So when he was telling us, hey, let's do it like this, or think about it like this, Sean, it's gold. So I just want to say thank you, Bishop Stevens, for being on the set.
My pleasure.
The Last Patriot. I like to say, to my partner, Luna Starks, she's right here. I want to say co-writer,
actress,
director. Before we even cast Bishop, we talked about him, and it wasn't even a talk. It was yes. It was yes.
Yep.
And let's get him a ticket win.
Well, I'm glad I didn't let you guys know.
Oh no, I couldn't be more happier with anything. And we've had great people on this set.
Wait. Let me make something clear. I appreciate everything you're saying, but you guys need to understand. They had a lovely, lovely actress here from Texas, who threw down. They had two great actors that from LA.
Yeah. I
mean, understand, these guys bring in a lot of actors and actresses from all over the country. So this is a normal thing for them, and it's a great thing that they do. So if you ever get a chance to work with these guys, take it. So I'm gonna tell you, if you get a chance to work with these guys, take it. You're gonna have a great time. You're gonna be treated perfectly. Can we go eat now?
Yeah, let's go eat. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.